my name is Dynaya Bhutipunthu. I'm actually a full-time lecturer at the Communication Design program.
Hello, I'm Dale Konstanz, and I'm a full-time lecturer in the Communication Design program as well. I also currently serve as the Associate Dean for International Affairs. The name of our project is Thai FRUITOPIA, a transgenerational approach to happiness using a series of AR fruits party banners.
Okay, I have you on. Basically, after the pandemic, right, post-pandemic, we did this course evaluation survey every term, right? And then in the course evaluation survey from the student, they mentioned that it is a challenge for them to transform from online, 100% online, to hybrid, and then to on-campus experience of studio, learning and teaching. So we thought that how can we, as the instructor, as the ajahn, to help them and to encourage them a little bit, right, on this. And then we actually use what we know best, which is the visual language, to encourage them, right, that the campus life is very fun and worth to come and experience, right, with this. So we start to do a lot of research of which visual language that we should use and how we executed it. So we executed in the form of tools, like using visual language as a tool to communicate that the campus life is fun, and also to encourage them, right, with a very fun heading, right, and we're using Thai fruits, right, as part of the element to encourage them as well.
So officially, we worked on the project about 6 months, although I'd say, this project has been, in some ways, in the process for a long time, thinking about what we can do after the pandemic, and also we always enjoy collaborating together, so thinking about what would be our next project. So I would say we've been thinking about how we can collaborate for a long time.
It's a series of banners, AR banners. Okay, so when we talk about AR banners, it's basically you can scan, right, through the applications, or maybe scan through QR code, and then you will be able to see the animated clip embedded in the 2D poster or banner, right, like what we did. So it's actually, the product is the series of banners, series of AR banners, augmented reality banners.
So I think in the last maybe 15 years, there's been a lot of research about happiness and focusing on a more positive design approach. And certainly there are many projects that have come out of that kind of research. Most notably, Steven Segmeister, who's a graphic designer. He did a film called The Happy Film. And more recently, he did a project called Now is Better, where he's focusing on how actually currently things in the world are improving. So a very positive approach. And of course, beyond design, many have done a lot of writing and research about positive psychology. And so we tapped into that in our project, and we brought together the visual world with the other kinds of research on happiness being done. And as far as I know, this project is quite unique because, first of all, it's a post-pandemic project. Secondly, it's in an academic context, creating work that is from faculty almost as a gesture toward our students to, create a more happy, fun, engaging environment for them. And we used newer technology, right? So that students could engage more using AR, which we think makes it even more fun, and it's a way for students and others to engage.
We learned that something that is very close to us had some value if we focusing on it, like the popular Thai fruits, right? The culture or any things related to the ideal of the fruits that we're using, and we're so familiar with it, but we never address that into. So when we focus on that and addressing on that, we'll get something very interesting in return. I think that's for me.
The first one that I want to talk about is this one. That's lam, okay, or manao. Okay. So basically, lam characteristics is like very bold, very sour. Okay, and thinking of that, so we relate that into the headline of be bold. So as Ajahn mentioned earlier, that we want to encourage our students to have confidence in themselves, right? Be bold to go through all this post-pandemic and be happy in the studio environment. Okay, so that's the first one. The second one, we use mango. Okay, so of course, mango and sticky rice is very popular in Thailand. Okay, but so for us, mango represented Tet 2 to mango. Okay, it came from Tet 2 to tango. So basically, collaborations, right? You should work with others and be able to collaborate with others, right? To produce something very interesting for that. And then the third one, papaya, of course, papaya salad and things like that. So we choose papaya, and then we actually come up with the headline of glad to see ya. So yeah, it's like papaya, and yeah, it's like glad to see you again coming back to the campus. So that's the third one. The fourth one, we use jackfruit, right? So basically jackfruit for us, we play with the word jack, right? And I will put the headline of jack of all trades. So the student have multi-skill, right? A lot of skill to be able to work on this. This is like the characteristics of MUIC student that we're talking about. Okay. This one is the rambutan. So I'm choosing rambutan because the look on the outside of rambutan, it doesn't look very nice, but then the insides look very nice and also very tasty as well. So we're using this as a symbolic, and then we actually talking about this on the headline of inner beauty. So the beauty would come from inside instead of what you see from the outside. Might not be what it is from the inside. Okay, so that's what we are using this as a metaphor to do this. Okay.
Okay. For this one, we're focusing on pineapple, and the headline is Pineapple of Our Eyes. So we're talking about, how the students are really the most important thing for us at MUIC, and how we really focus on students. The next one is the banana, which says take it easy. Of course, what we're talking about is the idea of the students taking it easy, relaxing, enjoying their time studying, and enjoying their time here at MUIC. The next one is the farang, which is, when we think of that, we think of something that is international and global, and so the saying is go global. Of course, we want our students to go abroad, and we want our students to be global citizens and also partake of all kinds of international activities we have here and our global mindset here at MUIC. And the last one is a combination of two fruits. It's the durian and mangosteen. And the headline is Opposites Attract. And really what we want to communicate is that diversity is important here in MUIC, and we want students to get along, even if we're all very different. We want to come together, study together, learn together, and create an environment of diversity and friendship here.
Diversity creates something very interesting. Right?
Definitely.
The opposite end, when you blend it together, it
Exactly.
will create something very interesting and unique.
Yes.